What's going on, guys? This is another episode here, Nolan's Pod. We are finally back. I missed it so much. Um, the last time I talked to you guys, I told you that NFL was coming to an end. Last time we talked about Super Bowl, and that's come and gone. NFL's over with. I told y'all we were gonna be getting into the NBA. Um, And we're getting into that today. You got spring training, Major League Baseball that has started. We'll be getting into that down the road. But NBA is here. That is what we are on. If we learned anything from this past weekend, we learned that the Knicks might not be the team that y'all all thought they were going to be. If we also learned anything else from this past weekend, we also learned that y'all in media said that, the Lakers didn't have a chance of beating Denver this past weekend and they blew them out. So, let's get right into it. First of all, we're going to start with the New York Knicks. We're going to start with the New York Knicks. Y'all all thought that, oh, yeah, they contenders. They closer to the championship than what they ever was before. All right, let's start. Friday, you get Cleveland. You get Cleveland, and you get smoked by Cleveland. Y'all going to say, oh, that was the first game after All-Star break. They were rusty. Yesterday, which was Sunday, you get Boston at 1 o'clock, a 1 o'clock game. And that's going to be our next excuse. Oh, it was an early game, early start time, 1 o'clock game. No. Y'all got y'all ass kicked. Y'all got y'all butts kicked. Excuse me. Y'all got y'all butts kicked. That's what happened. Friday, Cleveland just spanked y'all. They spanked y'all. Sunday, y'all didn't get beat as bad as y'all got, beat Friday, but y'all got spanked again by Boston. And even though I wasn't able to watch none of the games this weekend, I'll tell y'all, New York is not a contender. I'm sorry, they are not a contender. Josh Hart did not play on Friday. Okay, I give you that. Josh Hart played yesterday, which was Sunday. He still couldn't get it done. And then y'all are missing Mitchell Robinson. Mitchell Robinson is a big part of what the Knicks do as far as defense, rebounding, blocking shots, and having an impact on the team. So y'all are missing big Mitchell Robinson, who's going to also help out Cat and move Cat back to his natural position at the 4 spot, which is power forward. But in all fairness to the Knicks, in all seriousness, man, Cleveland is no joke, and the Boston Celtics are no joke, and neither are the New York Knicks. They're no joke either. They just, when you come out the All-Star break and you have Cleveland and you got Boston as your first 2 games coming right out of the All-Star break, you're like, oh crap, we don't have a chance. And the Knicks are a much more competitive team than what they showed this past weekend. But when you playing those upper echelon teams and those top teams, it's hard, man. It's hard. It's hard to win. I would like to see the Knicks play those 2 teams when they have Mitchell Robinson back in. Let's see what happens. But as far as recapping the game against Cleveland, Precious Achiuwa was in the starting lineup Friday night. He had 7 points, 10 rebounds, 1 assist, 3 for 10 on field goals. Obviously, Precious Achiuwa is hustle man. Precious Achiuwa is going to give you defense. He's going to give you rebounding. He gave you 10 rebounds. He only gave you 7 points on 3 for 10 shooting. Obviously, Precious Achiuwa is not scoring, but you would like him to be a little bit more efficient than 3 of 10, 30% from the field. Mikal Bridges, he's had an up and down season, as we know. Trying to fix his shooting mechanics. Mikal had 14 points on 5 assists, 1 rebound, 6 of 13 from the field, and 2 for 5 from downtown. Obviously, as the season has went on, Mikal has obviously found his rhythm in shooting and has found his range. But he is still up, down, up, down, up, down. It hasn't been a consistency from Mikal Bridges like the New York Knicks expected when they got him in this trade. If the Knicks want to accomplish anything, as especially being the top teams, Mikal Bridges can't be up, down, up, down, up, down. Mikal Bridges has to be spot on because he is that third option for the New York Knicks. OG Anunoby was just coming back from what he had a foot sprain, so he had the All-Star break to get himself together. He comes back Friday night. You know he's going to be rusty. Probably haven't played in 2 weeks. He had 5 points or 2 for 6 shooting, 1 for 3 from downtown. He had no rebounds or no assists. Obviously, we need OG to contribute to getting some rebounds. Karl Anthony Towns, 23 points, 7 rebounds, 4 assists, 10 for 15 from the field, and 1 for 3 from downtown for Karl Anthony Towns. Jalen Brunson, 26 points, 4 rebounds, and 4 assists for Jalen Brunson, 10 for 17 from the field, and 2 for 4 for 3. Karl Anthony Towns, Cat, and Jalen Brunson, very efficient. New York Knicks, 2 superstars, they weren't the problem. And quite frankly, Knicks offense, even though they only had 105 points in this game, the Knicks offense wasn't the problem. It was the Knicks defense that was the problem. When you have 5 Cleveland starters balling out and y'all can't do anything to stop them, y'all can't stop a parked car, that's a problem. When you are giving up 142 points on a Tom Thibodeau-led team, what does Tom Thibodeau do the most? What does he do the best, I should say? He coaches defense. And when you're on the Tom Thibodeau team, you are expected to play defense. Giving up 142 points is very unacceptable. I know Thibodeau was pissed off. I know for a fact that he was pissed off. I know for a fact. And if Thibodeau, if he could bench all those guys, if he was able to, trust me, he would. Especially for the guys not playing defense. If he can bench all of them, he would. We know Thibodeau's forte on, how he plays the starters. And sometimes that can be a factor too. But when you had an all-star break and you're coming out your first game, and that's what you do, that's unacceptable. That's not on Thibodeau. It ain't like you could say, oh, we've been playing a lot of minutes lately. No, y'all had an all-star break, and this was your first game after all-star break, so you can't say you're tired, That's not an excuse. 142 points is unacceptable. Very unacceptable. And you're playing these good teams, and you got blitzed. Couldn't beat them. Matter of fact, the top 3 teams this year, OKC, which is the Thunder, Cleveland, and Boston, the Knicks have a 0-7 record against the top 3 teams in the NBA this year. 0-7 record against the top NBA teams this year do the Knicks have. Cleveland, Boston, and OKC. 0-7 combined are the New York Knicks this year when they played the top 3 teams in the NBA. Cavs got them, obviously. Evan Mobley, 21 points, 8 rebounds, 4 assists, 9 for 11 from the field, 1 for 1 from downtown. Jared Allen, 10 points, 3 rebounds, 5 for 6 from the field. Darius Garland, 9 points, 4 rebounds, 5 assists, 2 for 12 from the field, 1 for 6 for 3. Max Strus, 5 points, 8 assists, 2 rebounds, 2 for 4 from the field, 1 for 3 from downtown for Max Strus. Donovan Mitchell, light game, 27 points, 3 rebounds, 5 assists, 10 for 15 from the field, and 5 for 7 for downtown for Donovan Mitchell. Craig Porter Jr., 13 points off the bench, 6 rebounds, 3 assists, 5 for 6 from the field, and 3 for 3 from downtown. Ty Jerome, 19 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, 7 for 11 from the field was Ty Jerome, and 3 for 4 for downtown was Ty Jerome. When you allow a team to shoot 60.2%, which is basically 60%, When you allow a team to shoot 60% from the field, you know you didn't play a lick of defense. The Cavs from 3 was 19 of 37 from 3. You allowed 19 threes, you know you didn't play no defense. The New York Knicks were out-rebounded 47 to 32. The Cavaliers had 11 offensive rebounds to the Knicks' 9 offensive rebounds. The Cavaliers had 23 fast break points to the Knicks' 6 fast break points. 23 fast break points for the Cavs to the Knicks' 6. Points in the paint. 66 points in the paint did the Cavaliers have to the New York Knicks 38. That tells you everything you need to know. Another thing about a Tom Thibodeau-led team, you have to rebound the basketball. He demands that. The Knicks did not do it in this game. They got blitzed in that game. There's nothing much more to talk about in that game. The Knicks versus Boston. Mikal Bridges, 14 points, 1 assist, 6 for 13 from the field, 2 for 6 from downtown. OG, 10 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 for 7 from the field, and 2 for 6 from downtown was OG. Josh Hart came back and played yesterday. He had 20 points, 9 assists, 11 rebounds, 8 for 14 from the field was Josh Hart. Cam Payne, 7 points, 1 rebound, 3 for 6 from the field, and 1 for 3 from downtown. Landry Shamet chipped in with 2 threes. Cat, 24 points, 18 rebounds, 9 from 20 from the field, and 3 for 4 from downtown. Jalen Brunson, 22 points, 3 rebounds, 4 assists, 9 from 19 from the field, and 4 from 9 from downtown. And the final score of that Cavaliers game that they played against Cleveland was 142 to 105. Okay, for Boston's side of it, Kristaps Porzingis, 15 points, 7 rebounds, 2 assists, 6 for 15 from the field, 2 for 9 from downtown. Drew Holiday, 14 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists, 6 for 9 from the field, 2 for 4 from downtown. Derek White, 19 points, 9 rebounds, 7 assists, 7 for 10 from the field, and 5 for 6 from downtown. Jaylen Brown, 24 points, 8 rebounds, 2 assists, 10 for 21 from the field, and 2 for 7 from downtown. Jason Tatum had a near triple-double, 25 points, 10 rebounds, 9 assists, 8 from 20 from the field, and 3 for 10 from downtown. Boston nearly shot 50%, 49.5%. If you round up, that's 50%. Boston hit 17 threes. New York hit 14 threes. Both teams were perfect from the line. They were both 11 for 11 from the line was both teams. Again, the rebounding with the Knicks. Boston out-rebounded the Knicks 49 to 40. Boston had 12 offensive rebounds to the Knicks 7. Defensive rebounds, 37 for Boston, 33 for the Knicks. Assists, Boston had 27 assists. The Knicks had 21. Boston had 21 fast break points to the Knicks 17 fast break points. Points in the paint, Boston had 50 points in the paint to the Knicks 48 points in the paint. The largest lead in this game for Boston was 27, score ended up being 118 to 105. The Knicks lost by 13 points, and as I just mentioned, the largest lead in this game was 27 points by the Boston Celtics. Breaking it down from not watching this game, but just seeing the stats, all 5 of the Boston Celtics starters scored in double figures. Obviously, Boston is not a regular starting 5. They have a starting 5 that can go out and get you double figures, as they did. When you have Drew Holiday and Derek White in the backcourt, who's the 2 of the best perimeter defenders in the league. When you have Kristaps Porzingis, who's a 7-footer big man, and who's gonna block your shot in the paint, it's nothing you can do about it. When you had the first line of defense in Drew Holiday and Derek White, and then you had the back line of defense in Kristaps Porzingis, and then, oh yeah, wait a minute, you got Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum, 2 superstars. Oh yeah, what are you gonna do? What are you really gonna do? So, you know, the Knicks had it when they played Cleveland. When the Knicks played Cleveland, you know, you got to compete with Jared Allen and Evan Mobley, 2 7-footers in their own right. Donovan Mitchell and Darius Garland, no disrespect to them, but they're not the greatest defenders in the world. You add Max Strus in there, not the greatest defenders in the world, but still a good defensive team. But they're not that defensive team like Boston is. Still a good defensive team, but Boston defensively is a whole juggernaut. But, you know, So it's like, if you're the Knicks, what are you supposed to do when you have 5 guys out there that's going to get you double figures mostly every game, if not most games? And then, it's the Knicks defense. Like, even in this game, the Knicks gave up 118 points. That's, in today's NBA, that's not great, but that's not bad either. But being down 20 points early in that game, I think they were down 20 points going to either in the first quarter or going to the second quarter. I think they were down 20 points with the New York Knicks. You should not be down that much that early in the game. You really shouldn't. But with all the firepower, including the Boston Celtics bench, with all the firepower that have, it's hard to stop a team like that. And that's why the Boston Celtics won a championship. And that alone is why I think all the Knicks proved to me this weekend was that Cleveland, they're first for a reason. Boston they're a champion for a reason. Both those teams are better than the New York Knicks. The Knicks are not a contender. I don't know how the Knicks are going to look when they get Mitchell Robinson back. Him and Cat have not played together yet. They have not played with Mitchell Robinson yet this season. I don't know how that's going to look when Mitchell Robinson comes back. It's not going to all be flowers and roses when he comes back. Oh, Mitchell Robinson comes back. Oh, that fixes everything. It's not going to be all flowers and roses like you expect it to be. When the Knicks go to the playoffs, I don't know how they're going to be able to top Boston. I don't know how they're going to be able to top Cleveland. I think Cleveland's a pretender. I don't think they could. I think Cleveland is a fake contender. That's what I think about Cleveland. The only team that's coming out of the East is Boston. Unless the Knicks could try and test them. Unless Cleveland could try and get them. Unless Milwaukee somehow can do, or Indiana could try to repeat what they did last year and get to the Eastern Conference Finals. The only team that's coming out of the East is Cleveland. Boston. They're going to go back to the finals unless one of these Eastern Conference teams proves that they can knock them off. The Knicks can't knock them off. Cleveland can't knock them off. So Boston is coming out of the East, but the Knicks are not contenders. Not after what I've seen this weekend. They are not contenders. You can put that to bed. Next thing I want to talk about is the Los Angeles Lakers, Denver Nuggets. I seen everybody say last week that, the Lakers don't have a center, which they don't. That means that they don't have a chance to beat the Denver Nuggets team because they have Joker. Okay, that's fair, rightfully so. The Lakers proved y'all wrong because they whooped Denver in Denver. And if the Lakers have a kryptonite, it's the Denver Nuggets. Over the last 2 years, the Denver Nuggets have knocked the Lakers out of the playoffs the last 2 years. And if the Lakers have a kryptonite, it's Denver. So in this game, with the Lakers making those trades and not having a center, in your right mind, you would think that, Denver's got it. Denver did not have it. Joker did not have it either. Christian Brown for Denver, 10 points, 3 assists, and 3 rebounds, 3 for 7 from the field, and 1 for 3 from downtown. Michael Porter Jr., 13 points, 8 rebounds, 1 assist, 5 for 14 from the field, 1 for 4 from downtown. Aaron Gordon, 24 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists, 9 for 15 from the field, and 4 for 7 from downtown. Jamal Murray, 19 points, 6 assists, 3 rebounds, 6 for 13 from the field, and 6 for 11 from downtown. All Jamal Murray's 6 field goals were threes. Joker, 12 points, 13 rebounds, 10 assists. That's a triple-double. 2 for 7 from the field and 0 for 1 from downtown. When Joker is only getting 7 shots, that's a big problem. When he's only getting 7 shots throughout a whole 48-minute game, that's a huge problem. That's one reason why you lose. Rui Hachimura for the Lakers, 21 points, 4 assists, 7 from 12 from the field, 4 from 9 from downtown. Austin Reeves, 23 points, 4 rebounds, 7 assists, 7 from 13 from downtown, 4 for 7 from long range for Austin Reeves. LeBron, 25 points, 5 rebounds, 25 points for LeBron, 5 assists, I should say, 9 rebounds, 11 from 19 from the field, and 1 for 4 from downtown was LeBron. Luka had his first signature game as a Laker, 32 points, 10 rebounds, 7 assists, 10 from 22 from the field, and 4 from 9 from downtown for Luka. When Joker is only getting 7 shots throughout a whole 48-minute game, that is a huge problem. The other thing that you have to give credit to, you have to give credit to the Los Angeles Lakers and J.J. Redick and his coaching staff's game plan for the defensive game plan that they had on Joker. Not having a true center, you know what the Lakers did? They played team defense. They made life a living hell for Joker. They played great team defense in this game. Do you know that the Lakers had 15 steals to the Denver Nuggets 6 steals? They forced 22 turnovers from the Denver Nuggets. The Lakers only had 9 turnovers. The Lakers forced 22 turnovers from the Denver Nuggets. The defensive game plan that J.J. Redick and his coaching staff put together is really, it was great. It was great. Not having a true center, and you said we're not going to be able to stop Joker just by one person. We're going to have to stop him as the team and play good team defense. And if you go and watch the film and watch how they played Nikola Jokic throughout that whole game, they put just for one game, it's just one game, they put together the best defensive coverage that I've seen the team put on Joker all year long as far as how they played him. So Joker only getting 7 shots. No, that should not ever happen. But you had to give credit to the Lakers defensively in their game plan. If Rui Hachimura is going to be getting you 20 plus points, that's a bonus. AR-15, Austin Reeves, we know he's going to get you to 20 points, 18 to 20 points. We know Luka and LeBron's going to give you about 25 points. Even though they don't have a center, how the way the Lakers have played defense this year under J.J. Redick, even though they don't have a center, they can win a series or two just by how they play defense. But once they get a true center, probably next year, once they get a true center, it's game over. Game over. Once they get a true center. The Lakers shot 50% from the field. They hit 16 threes. Both teams were 16 to 41 from downtown. The Lakers shot 84% from the free throw line. They were 21 of 25. Obviously, the Lakers not having a center, they got out-rebounded 45 to 39. Denver had 12 offensive rebounds to the Lakers 9. Denver had 28 assists to the Lakers 27. The Lakers had 9 blocks to the Denver Nuggets 1 block. The Lakers had 52 points in the paint to the Denver Nuggets 30 points in the paint. The Lakers had 33 fast break points to the Denver Nuggets 9 fast break points. Largest lead in this game was 26. The score ended up being 123 to 100. That concludes the NBA coverage on my podcast for today. Glad to be back. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and let me know what you guys think about the New York Knicks getting blown out by Cleveland and Boston this past weekend. Let me know what you guys think about the upset and the spanking that the Denver Nuggets got from the Los Angeles Lakers. With that, we out of here.